Had a brilliant idea about a deck. Managed to keep it in my brain. Let's pull it out, yeah. The title of this stream is Tentacles Are Cool. Well, let's get rid of 4 gods, 1 deck. This deck never had a chance. You know what specific tentacle I'm talking about, right? Not this one, and not this one. But this lovely 400 dust one. Never before has there been one card that'll single-handedly win the game. That might just be because I'm delirious and I think anything is a good idea though. But the way that you would build such a deck is you play a big late game deck. Similar to K3, which was also a bad deck. But you get rid of all the win conditions. So that seems like a decent start. And then you just worry about surviving and Tentacle, which you probably only need 1 copy of. So you'd want to put in a lot of the defense cards. Although I'm not even sure Armor Smith is good enough. Maybe it is. You just put in all the cards you need to survive. Survive forever. And then you put in the Tentacles farms. What's the last 2 cards of this deck? Maybe Revenge. We need more hard kill in this deck then. Are there any big cards that kill something? Maybe Ice Howl. It's okay that I can't attack heroes, it just needs to clear guys. Brilliant. The 4 mana taunt's pretty decent too. Bloodhoof Brave. What card do I want to remove? Probably 1 Cleave. And then I need 1 card for the big one. Tentacles for Arms, which I can't actually believe that I am going to craft here. This was going to start off as kind of a joke, as I decided to go instead for Fatigue Priest, but I managed to put together 29 cards, which I think are reasonable. And we can kill someone with Tentacles for Arms. It doesn't look absolutely terrible. I think Armor Smith actually gets 1 cut. Whoa. Cthulhu, what are you doing? Okay, so we were adding in situational cards. Unbelievable. But this card is what wins the game. Now, I don't believe in crafting 2 of those. You only need 1 in order to win, since there's no way to get rid of Tentacles for Arms. So this card will always eventually kill your opponent. I'm not gonna say it seems good yet, but it seems like it's a deck that could work. They printed it for a reason, right? Maybe it's the new OP. Maybe no one just sees the potential in it that I do.
Victory or death! Bring it on!
I wonder if I keep Gorehowl because it's just that good against Warrior. Probably a bad idea. Oh, this card, I predict, is going to be awesome in this game. I mean, it has to be awesome in any game. Otherwise, it fails its purpose, pretty much. The card is meant to win you the game, so you're supposed to play Tentacles for Arms something like at least 10 times in this game. Maybe 5. Just 2 more turns and I can play Tentacles for Arms. Incredible.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
6-0 comes in and spectates and see Tentacles for Arms. Well, I'm out of here, says 6-0. I don't have to use the Fire Aurochs. I can just play Tentacles for Arms next turn. Sick play.
Do you like to play with fire? My blade be thirsty.
Bash axe is okay, I guess. Means I should have not gone that slow. This is actually a match that I might not be able to lose anyways, though. We can play some Fire War Axes first. The Fire War Axes will become obsolete eventually when Tentacles for Arms takes the board. I just have to match my 2 brawls up against his patrons, and I'll eventually win with Tentacles for Arms. Anyways, kinda want to gain that armor. Sylvanas looks like a bad player right now. There's not that many cards to Shield Slam in that deck. Alright. Mainly so I can get out the Armor Smith onto a board where it's not contested. It might be just because I'm sick, but I missed that I had a Bash.
What now?
Bash might have been better than Shield Slam. Although I used the Hero Power, which means I can use the Hero Power in Bash. Although I could have always used the Hero Power and Bash on that turn. Hero Power Bash, no, I got the Armor Smith out. These plays are all relatively minor compared to the grand scheme of things, though.
Do you like to play with fire? I must choose.
Yeah, it's quite possible that Armor Smith is a bad card in this deck. I only have a few cards in this deck that are minions, and so few ways to activate them. Oh, Tentacle value. Tentacle alert, Tentacle alert. He just got owned. Thus begins the beginning of the value Tentacles. Get their tentacles on everything.
Back to work.
Oh, that's another Tentacle victim. Look at that value. Tentacles for Arms going overtime. And then it comes back into my hand? Marvelous.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Alright, that's one use of Tentacles. This one's gonna require a slightly bigger weapon. I have a slightly bigger weapon though. Pretty good. And get like about 5 minions of this guy. And then finish the rest up with Tentacles. Looks like this Fire War Axe is a bad card. Guess I tossed the coin for nothing here. Just needed to dig for a brawl, make sure I had it. It's possible that I needed to not draw that many cards. I actually shouldn't have drawn that many cards with Acolyte. That was dumb, now that I think about it. I figured that deck would eventually draw many cards too with Battle Rage. It's okay, I can beat him down fast enough with Tentacles for Arms. Actually, I can.
I have no time for games.
Alright, so I'm just gonna try pretty hard to not draw any cards again. If only I didn't have the stupid Gorehowl in my hand. I could be doing the Tentacles for Arms thing. Gorehowl Sabotage.
Let none survive.
Maybe I just hit his face with Gorehowl so I can equip Tentacles for Arms. Isn't that gross? That's pretty gross. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
A fight! Count me in.
guys are witnessing the beginning of a new meta. To be fair, this deck will win almost all the time against Patron Warrior. So, if you want to beat Patron Warrior, just bust out the Tentacles deck. Don't even have to use a brawl here. The Tentacles for Arms doesn't do enough damage, that's okay. We can just replace it and it comes back to our hand. Value. And then we can overwrite the Fiery War Axe if we wanted to. But yeah. Whoa. Oh, maybe he's also running the Worgen combo. If there's a Rampage. Or maybe it's just for Patron. Hard to say. It's okay, I'm past range of whatever you can do. Probably. I should brawl. There's nothing else to brawl in this deck. You knew I had one. The shield block is just gonna make me fatigue, so I never play Acolyte of Pain or shield block.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
Just casually kill this Gnomish Inventor over 2 turns. Brilliant. Value. So he needs to have Raging Worgen, Charge, Rampage, Faceless Manipulator, and Enabler. Takes 5 cards at least. Unless he's got an impure combo. It's impure. This damages nothing. I could hit it with Tentacles for Arms if I wanted to. We'll give him the ultimate despair by finishing that with Tentacles for Arms. Tentacles value. I probably should have played that into the Revenge. Optional though.
Well played, well played.
Well, as expected, Tentacles for Arms destroys our first opponent. The Tentacles can be out on the board. Putting Elise in the deck doesn't admit defeat on winning with Tentacles, because you can have the Tentacles on the board, and then you can play Elise. I think I play Elise instead of Armor Smith. Since I barely get any value from Armor Smith ever. That looks pretty good. Armor Smith wasn't very good, and I don't think it'll ever be that good.
Your soul shall be mine! Victory or death!
Bash too slow? Bash too slow. I'll keep that. It might be too slow, but I'm ambitious. If he plays Voidwalker, I can play this. Should I play this against Flaming? 1 mana answer to Flaming. Against Zoo, I'm just gonna let them run around and tire themselves out. Might work out. I wouldn't have played it if I didn't have the second one, I think.
Buying or selling? again speak to me.
Could have thrown in a coin Ichor, but I'm gonna just save it. There's so many ways for this thing to one-shot my guy now.
Do you have the artifact?
We'll play it nice and slow. It's possible I need to draw more cards out of that Acolyte of Pain. I might need to try to maneuver myself to under 12 and then get double AoE.
Why do you call?
Thanks for the donation, LP. Yes. What if Tentacles for Arms returned to your deck? Would it be better for fatigue or worse, no immediate use? It wouldn't be better or worse. I mean, from a value perspective, it would be worse since you get to use the Tentacles slower. More time before you can use it, I should say. Oh, hey. Alright, go.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Time for Gorhal to get me more value than Tentacles for Arms. For now. Need to take one more damage so I can activate the Revenge. I think it's pretty likely I get one more damage on me this turn. Oh, even if not, I can always take one from Gorhal pretty easily. Silly 1-5.
The light protects me.
Blood Ravaging. Yeah. Now Revenge is a really good card. Just gotta tire him out. I don't need to play Tentacles for Arms if he's Tentacles for Armsing himself every turn.
The light protects me.
One of those rare beatdown games, I guess. Oh right, I need to save some AoE for that. I guess I have it. Maybe better to not Revenge though. Nah, that's worth a Revenge.
Your magic shall not save. My shield for Argus.
Yeah, it's still in range.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Start running.
Gorhal is like a Tentacles for Arms, which has fewer attacks. If only Tentacles for Arms is a spell, I could put in Yogg-Saron. Actually, maybe I put Yogg-Saron in the deck anyways. I do have a lot of spells in this deck, don't I? 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. But that's enough for Yogg-Saron.
Get it out! Get it out! Why do you call?
That's 2 games in a row with this deck. Winner. Oh, got my warrior victory. Yep. Wonder what card gets replaced for Yogg though. think the deck is sturdy enough that it does not need Yogg, but sometimes things go wrong, and you just need a Yogg-Saron. Card is the weakest card in this deck. Maybe Sylvanas, surprisingly. Yeah, Sylvanas is actually a threat. It slows the game down a lot, which is the point, though. I think it should block. Alright, that's enough of a change that I'll call 1.1. The answer to pretty much everything is toss in a Yogg-Saron, and everything will work itself out.
Victory or death! Bring it on!
This hand's bad, but it's okay because 1, I have Yogg-Saron in the deck. 2, this is 2, I have Elise Starseeker in the deck. 3, it's Warrior v Warrior. 4, Armor Up is pretty much the best play. Okay, this is actually going to be the MVP of the game. The sheer amount of value I will get out of Tentacles Farms will astound you, I'm sure. Cthulhu. I'm gonna try to cleave that down. I guess I can throw a blood to Ichor on it right now. Or I can slam it, draw a card. Or I can just Tentacle Swarms it. I think I'll slam it because next turn I can Tentacles blood. If that ever makes sense, which it could. Hitting it twice with Tentacles might be a little too much.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Blood to Ichor, cleave value.
Astonishing!
If you thought that was amazing, wait till you see this.
My thanks.
Yeah. How's he going to do with infinite value? The key is right now is to use some cards that aren't going to get much value in this matchup. I think.
I have an axe to grind. I have an axe to grind.
So in the late game, we're going to try to Elise away our Acolytes. Huh. We're so lucky. Yeah, I'll just play this card. Why? It's minimum value. But I'm not really looking to get that much value out of it. I think I wait still.
Do you have the artifact?
Armor Up actually better than Tentacles Farms. Not because Tentacles Farms is bad, but because I can play Tentacles Arms and Armor Up next turn.
Get back!
Caffeine shelters us.
Play that against that, sure.
I have no time for games.
Do you need to find myself an answer against Cthulhu? No, it's probably Shield Slam. I need to draw in the Justicar. I think until I do want to actually draw more cards. Besides, I have Elise. Drawing cards is actually correct. Back to the hand. Oh, that's an answer. Oh, he might be playing the Doomcaller thing. It's actually kind of... I'll just have to kill Cthulhu a few times, it's fine. Time to chip him down with Tentacles for arms. How? I would only be sad if you made me draw 3, which seems unlikely. I actually do want to draw, because the key is to get to the map of the golden monkey a little bit earlier. And or just a card. But I don't want to play Yogg with a full hand. Also, I have to keep my hand size at 8, otherwise... My best cards are in the deck still. Map to the Golden Monkey and Just a Card Trio. It's kind of unfortunate.
Caffeine shelters us.
Yeah, those my best 2 cards on the bottom cards in my deck. Never lucky. Might have to do this as a Hail Mary. Think about whether or not I can win though. Legend after legend. I think I can still win this game the old-fashioned way. I think I don't play Yogg-Saron. It's not meant for this type of scenario. I'm gonna just transform this into a random legendary. Oh, oops, missed attack and then re-equip.
I'm almost out of cards.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Well, I can transform Tentacles for Arms into a random legendary card. Given that I am on fatigue, I actually think I should. That's value. I'm too far into fatigue for this plan to work. Mukla, Bran, Emperor, Hager, Valen, Ronan, Nazi, Millhouse, Adis. Well, obviously I play Ronan before Valen. Do I have any battle cries? I have the Mukla. Oh, that's a combo. Mukla, Bran, Bronzebeard, Adis. Interesting. Okay, I think the next turn is Bran Mukla. I go up to 10 cards in my hand. Adis, so I've got the Adis Banana Engine. And I also have the Ronin Prophet Valen engine. He's used one brawl so far. He didn't brawl there.
Who knows what secrets
So that deals 12 damage.
I can wait no longer.
Can just randomly deal 6 to Rum. Double the damage of your spells and hero power. 3, 4, 5, and then I play the Thorson, I guess? The Thorson doesn't have any effect anymore. But this is definitely correct. Or I can just trade in both. No, this is correct though. Okay. So next play Ronin. Play after that is probably Valen. Though it could be Hogger. So I mean this does 6 damage apiece. These are going to want to be used when there are minions on the board.
The feast of souls begins. Caress your fear.
Valen Missile. Missile. What?
I'm almost out of cards. Cthulhu! 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 Caress your fear.
I have no time for games.
I lose this one, friend.
Well played.
Come on, you play on tablet. You're too slow. Nah. Okay. Unfortunately, my Justicar was too deep in, I think.